So after full day of workshops on Saturday, the Sunday is like dedicated to sketching with other people. So I'm meeting today with Simone Schmoedraws, probably you saw on Instagram, and she has awesome drawings with her son. And so we will meet with her and her friends in the restaurant, and we'll just spend a few hours sketching. So let's go take a look and meet Simone. Okay, so hello guys, and today we also managed to meet with Rosie. Hi! Hi! So we came here to just like look around as well, and we will show you like what she was using when she's drawing, and like maybe some tools and her books and other stuff. So maybe let's go look around.
Looking forward to it!
So now we are in the area where you do normally your work, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, let me just sort of do a routine, me sitting at the table. No, usually I just sort of either work on my Cintiq. It's a very old Cintiq.
Let me look at it then.
21 UX. I've had it for about 10 years probably, maybe less, but something around that, about that. So I either work on it. This here you can see a tutorial I'm preparing. This is a personal project I'm really looking forward to doing. It's for my Patreons. They're getting 2 exclusives, but you guys will be also getting some for free.
Oh wow, really cool. So
Yes,
it's more about anatomy and character design?
It's mostly, first I'll start with figure drawing and work my way to everything else, because I just want to sort of show people, I want to see what I'll come up with, because I know that I learn most when I try to teach people, so that's why I thought it was a fun project. And I'm not too sure where this will go, but character design will be featured in it as well. But I'm starting with the basics, and then I'll spread from there.
Ah, cool. Maybe you can show us then some of your sketches, or what do you use? Oh, you have some Copic markers there.
Yeah. I have Copic markers. I have my watercolors. I have tons of watercolors. Yeah, this is also very useful. I really like having things like this when you have your watercolors.
Okay, let me zoom in here.
Because you often have these colors in all looking dark, and if you have your swatches, you know which ones to pick. So I always have this with me. It's always sort of, I extra made it for my watercolors.
And is it some special paper or?
That's just watercolor paper. I mean, I don't even know what it is like. It's old watercolor paper, but yeah.
Oh, cool. So you just take the watercolors and you put them on paper, and then you mark them with a number. What is what? Or?
Yes, it's the exact same position, and that's why it's obvious which one is which. And it also has the number and the name, and that you see how the color looks with it while it's dark, and how it changes to light. So,
depending how much water you use.
Right. So I think that's pretty neat. When I sit here, I usually sort of spread around, have this. This is pretty nifty to have all your materials also. It's not very tidy.
I think it's pretty tidy.
But it's good to have like your water and always tissues. You need a lot of tissues with watercolors. And this is also very good. A brush.
It looks like a hairbrush.
It's for cleaning the desk. Because I always have, like when I sketch, here my sketchbook, I erase a lot. And you have all these little nasty little eraser mark thingies, and I swipe them away. I like this brush. I really I'm happy with having it. And I'm not that neat a person, but it's just so annoying.
But it's really cool. I never saw that, so that's a new thing for me.
So my sketchbook, yes, this is watercolors, Copics, so I basically just sort of look around what do I want to work with when I'm at home, and just use it. Here's my pencil case. I can maybe show you my favorite pens. This is gouache white, which isn't a pen, but it's very good for sort of nice highlights, but you need watercolors with that. Or just some water, you need water for that. And then this is one of my favorite fine liners. And obviously the most important, the color erase Scarlet Red. This one is like, that's the basic, that one or the blue one.
Color.
Yeah, right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because you have a lot of red sketches.
Yes,
and,
I just enjoy it. I mean, people often ask me, why do I sketch with the red color? And at the beginning it was because you can sort of draw with the red and then go on top with a lead pencil, and then you can key out the red. But I kind of like what the red pencil sketches look like. But I can show you how it would look. Maybe just since we are here and looking at
Yes, and we have the book.
We have the book with my sketches. Here you can see a good example for having a pencil sketch.
Okay, so let me zoom in on it so we can see it better. So we have this one.
Take it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good, so we have this one here. Okay.
And
okay, maybe like this.
something like this.
Perfect.
And here you have the original sketch of this one, which is also a red pencil sketch with lines with this pen because these are it's very fine. And I think it was just one of these filled with sepia ink. Here are my inks. This isn't sepia, but it's just, you can fill these just a couple of drops in a water pen, and then you can sort of have a wash on your. It's if you don't have watercolors with you, it's the mobile version of the watercolors. I think that's really handy when you're like, we'll later go to the sketching group. I don't always take all my watercolors, so then that's very handy to have.
Perfect. So you don't have to have like 20 pens, but
right. Or which I always take with me, the handy little. That's so cute. I actually use this a lot. I've just taken this one out, but this one I used a lot because it's just so handy. And it's all the colors you really need. Right, yeah.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. What else?
Okay, so we have some books here, and then we'll just look. We're just sitting here on the floor and just like want to explore some of the inspiration. So let's just look at that as well.
So let's start with my absolute favorites. I mean, this is obviously for somebody more who likes background stuff, but this is a book on the backgrounds of Teck on Concrete. And
and we just talked about it briefly, and it's probably like oils and gouache and watercolors, and everything is traditional, right?
Yes, and I'm in awe. I'm not sure if everything is. I mean, they probably do some 3D underneath, sort of for the construction of it. But then I think all of this is traditional. But I really love this. The colors are amazing.
And they work quite well with the backgrounds. I think that you see where are the characters, and they just kind of emphasize the area where you are supposed to look.
Or these Ghibli backgrounds, just by Kazuo Oga or Oga Kazuo. I'm never sure about this.
Maybe we butchered the name, but yeah. And you have also some processes here.
And this one, that's why I really love this, and you can see how they worked on this.
Although it's probably in Japanese, but still you can see it.
I mean, you get the point. It gets the point across, even though I would really love to know what it says. So. I never cared, I just loved it. Bambi, I also like this one, but I'm taking that one out now but I just sort of love the backgrounds from Bambi. So this is my background area thing. Oh, cool. I don't have that much of a system.
And then you have also the Drawn to Life. Right. I have those, they're so cool.
They're like, basically you should have them on your bed timetable, sort of read a chapter from time to time, just sort of to refresh the principles. I mean, it's just full of knowledge. This is
of reading.
It's a lot of reading, but it's gold.
Yeah, but it's better as well. Like it's not so your characters are not static, right? So you can kind of like emphasize the poses and action lines. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yes. For colors, this is for me my color Bible. I always I've read this a couple of times. I still don't understand color because you always forget what color is really about. But this reminds you, and if you're sort of feeling that you don't understand color, have a look at this again. Then there's so much explained, and this is pure gold. And I don't know why it's chewed on, but I mean it's well loved, so that's why.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's why it looks used, and that's what it is. Yeah. What else?
And we have some movie books. And,
yes, obviously.
Do you have a favorite one?
I like Bolt a lot. and Zootopia is also great. So this I like, and Brave.
So all of them.
And the Kung Fu Panda. I mean, there's some which I love more, but I like them all. And here, I think, my favorites. Oh, Claire Wendling is like, she was my goddess for like forever. I mean, she still is, but I just love this book. The illustrations. I mean, she's just a genius. She's pure genius, and this is what inspires me, and what I aspire to, because this is just amazing.
Really cool. You have so many awesome books, so it's really good to have an inspiration just like in the back of your mind. And do you also have like a Pinterest board or something?
No, I don't use Pinterest as much as I would like to. But I think it's a pretty useful tool. I'm just so disorganized. I use it for 2 weeks and then I forget about it. But obviously I have some Pinterest boards, but I don't use it properly. Oh, and here, this is also, I mean, I'm really always in love with Wakfu and Dofus, this universe. So the French people do good things at Ankama.
As well. Yeah.
Oh, backed the Kickstarter. It's just
the
so
character
good.
design is cool. Nice. Okay, so after we just looked at everything, we will do some sketching as well outside. So hashtag
Sunday sketching.
Okay, so we will guys show you also something what we draw. Hopefully it will look good.
It doesn't have to, no pressure. It's just for you to sit down and draw.
And meet with people.
And meet with people.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. And eat something good, right?
Yes. Are you hungry?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go slowly.
Okay.
So we arrived to the restaurant and everyone has a spot and they brought their own tools and sketchbooks. I brought actually a tablet, so I will be sketching on that one, and I will show you what I will sketch around. And everyone has a different subject to draw, and hope you will like it. And maybe you can organize something like this as well with your friends and just practice. So let's go look around. I think we are kind of all there, yeah. So yeah, sketch club. Woohoo!
Maybe your Instagram has different premium Instagram.
Yeah, does it look like you? Kind of, a bit, not really, but yeah, okay. Cool. So you always use like a red and blue pencil?
Yes.
Or that's
No,
your
not
favorite?
always, but right now I only have red and blue.
So that's what you have
Red
with
and
today.
blue or brush pen.
Cool.
Weapon of my choice.
Really nice. Do you have a favorite sketch from these?
From these, I think it's the composition of the whole page.
Really cool. I love the simplicity. So nice.
People in this place.
What are you doing?
A tutorial on how to apply eyeliner on the train.
Oh, good. Which one is it?
Well, it's
The whole page?
Yes, the whole page. It's about the pinky finger, which is important to hold when you're
Oh my gosh.
drawing a line. So, and you have to sit straight so the back doesn't touch the train thingies, but then your spine makes you more stable, and then you don't wobble as much. That's the whole trick, and I'm drawing this tutorial.
It's really important.
Yes.
So where do you start? So this
So
is where you...
yes, here that's just how you apply it. Then first of all, sit up straight. Then take the pinky finger out and apply the eyeliner, and ready. That's it.
Okay, good. That's awesome. You should sell it to the makeup companies.
I will.
And what were you working on today? Oh, so cool. Yeah. So people around. Oh yeah, so people in the sketch club.
And this one.
Yeah. Awesome. So you have like a stories with it as well.
Yeah, it's just people sitting around the table and people outside the building. So
Oh, let's look at outside then.
I think beautiful outside.
And it's sunny. Okay, cool. So what were you working on today?
I'm drawing girls, mostly to relax. I always had to start drawing girls, and I really like these pens because they work like mechanical pencils, but they're in color and they're super easy to erase. And I feel like colorful sketches are just more lively and always have like a certain feel and emotion already in the picture just because you use the color. Yeah. And I like feminine drawings.
Awesome. Okay, so now we are recording. Okay. So the characters today.
Yeah,
Did you have like a favorite sketch from these?
from today, I think I like this guy. He was sitting outside before with his friend. He looked really like a caricature already, so I really enjoyed sketching him.
Oh, super cool. And you also use the red pencil, right?
Yeah, the color erase pencil and the zebra brush. And that one. That is also very, very cool. I
It
just
seems like
discovered it.
that's like her favorite tool here, like
Yeah.
the pencil, right, and everything. Yeah. Oh, super nice. We have so many tools, and you are working on landscapes.
Yes.
You are not in the picture.
Because it's really relaxing to me.
And what's
Yeah.
your weapon of choice?
A ballpoint pen, really fine ballpoint. Yeah, I like how you can shade with it, and it works really well for small scales and stuff.
Really nice.
Yep.
So is it part of the story, or this is just like a practice?
No, it's just practice. No story.
Well, maybe we can combine everything together afterwards, and it will be like a big story. Okay, so now after awesome sketch session, I'm on the way to the airport, and then I will do some video editing and show you guys what I saw here in Hamburg. And it's really cool and it's super sunny. I met so many great people and it's really inspirational to do some networking, and hope you get time to just enjoy and maybe meet some other artistic friends and just inspire each other. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!